Meditate. Meditation is actually OP. Meditation is legit OP. Please nerf. Meditation OP. O fucking P. I was gonna say I'm famous for meditating between sets, but like most people don't even notice I'm doing it anymore. I used to do it much longer in the past, but now I do it more quickly. I don't get that anxious as I used to. But yeah, meditation is OP. It's OP as fuck, and it will make you stronger. Okay, second time. That's some more questions. I answered all the questions. Do you meditate the same way between rounds, between sets? Yeah, if I need to. Between rounds, it's harder because they can press, your opponent can press start whenever they want to, and then you'll like, your eyes have to be open for that. Do you have any particular way of recentering quickly? The meditation, the breathing. Boom, that right there. That's it. Yeah, I did. I forgot about that. Forgot all about that. Yeah, I had my headphones on and off. Like I wanted to hear the crowd, but I didn't want to hear the crowd, and I couldn't focus because I couldn't hear the sounds. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't hear the crowd. That was my first time playing in front of that many people. Like I'd never played in a major before, and been on main. I'd never been on main stage before, because our game's always on the side, small stage. We don't get main stages, ever. It's the first time ever I'd done that, so it was a big deal for me. For some reason, it feels easier to not stress completely when I'm closer to losing. That's because there's nothing at stake. When you're losing, there's nothing to be lost. You're already losing. Especially if you expect to lose. Drugs. Right, it's nothing to lose. Right. So you have to play with that energy when you're winning as well. You have to play as if you've already won. Like you have to imagine two realities at the same time. Two parallel universes and outcomes. One of them, you won. And another one, you lost. Both are true and both happened in some reality. And it's up to you, in this one, to create the winning scenario. Be the winner, not the loser. Know that scenario where you lost is possible and could be there. But that's not going to be you. And if it is going to be you, don't worry about it. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen anyway. So will the winning version of yourself. The stress of being about to win is really some fake shit. Because like you were winning already to get there. Right. I mean, it boils down to fear of success. That's what that is. If you want to give it a more, clinical term, it's fear of success. Why are you nervous? Why are you afraid of succeeding? Because it's not performance anxiety at that point, because you're already performing. You're already winning. You're winning. You're in the process of winning. You are actually winning right now. And in the process of winning and becoming aware of your winning, which is why meditation is important. Because what meditation does is it stops you from being so self-centered and self-aware in a way that gets in your way. Meditation allows you to see yourself as part of a whole, as part of a larger entity of being in spiritual connection to others and to the space and time you're in. That's what it lets you do. It takes you out of yourself. It takes you out of your own experience by becoming connected to yourself and to your physicality. Centers your brain. Yes, the monk. Oddly enough, I like to think of this as Zen fighter. I'm a Zen fighter. I have a book. Zen Lessons, The Art of Leadership. The book, lots of little Zen sayings in it. Specifically around leadership. My vice president of my university gave that to me many years ago as a Christmas as a Christmas present, and my brain can be so slippery sometimes. Release the brain, turn it off. Now, how do we explain that feeling when we're winning, but it isn't, but it still isn't like good enough? Like when you're winning and you feel like you're not winning. That feeling, is any? I haven't looked at it in a while. It's been years. We could. My brain's so slippery. Thank you for following Wazoo. Don't get hit. Doesn't get hit by any of the my mix-ups. Your brain doesn't get hit by your own mix-ups. That's hilarious. It's exactly what I think of when I backdash because one with my screen because I am Zen. Yes. Thank you for following Ryan, Alyssa. When you're winning and when you're winning but you don't feel like you're winning, well, there are two variations of that. Like for instance, when I was winning, I got my set with Paul, the second set with him, where I went 10-1. Was it 10-1? Was it 10-1? Or 10-2? What was it? I don't even know anymore. What was it? I gotta go back. Look what the score. What the fuck was the score? Also, like I don't hold on to victories that like that long, which I probably should. Actually, hold on to them longer in my mind. That'd be a good thing to do. What was it? It was 10-1. Wow, you know, I fucking rocked it. So I was winning. I won the set, but I didn't feel like I was winning. It didn't feel easy. It felt hard. Like winning, but not executing on the things you want well enough. So it doesn't feel like a win. How strong is the opponent you're fighting in that situation? This is a very important question. I'll wait. I haven't really looked into Zen or his principles like that. I love Zen. I would say they're strong. So you're fighting a strong opponent. I'll get to you, Wazoo, in a second. And strong, what do you mean according to Zen? What's a very Zen thing to do? I'm trying to hold on to many people at once. Ooh, excuse me. So you're winning against a strong opponent, but it doesn't feel like you're winning because you're making mistakes, but you still win. Oh, yeah. Well, it's good and bad. Like you don't want to hold on for too long, but you don't want to like not hold on to it at all. You want to hold on to it just enough to give yourself the joy and excitement and pleasure of the win and being able to feel it and experience it fully without fear. What's Wazoo saying? One day in a tournament, my match was fast approaching, and so was my stomach ache. I couldn't believe it, nerves. For such a minor tournament, doesn't matter how minor tournament it is, your brain doesn't. If you're feeling anxious, this is what it is. Finds out I just had to take a fat shit. I'm so happy to hear you. Well, that. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Our world is a better place. I haven't heard that story. Imagine living in a world without that story in it. Okay. So. We turn this off and that one on. Filters down a little bit. Here, I think we're good now. Okay, so you're in Valorant right now, so you can listen to me, that's fine. Limey, what do you say? Win game, feel nothing, lose game, voices come back. Don't let the voices win. Don't let the voices win. Don't let them win. I'm thinking for a second. Need some water. Oh, a win doesn't take a win, right? And you're a strong opponent. So what? You're only allowed to feel good about a win when you're winning without making mistakes against a strong opponent? That what that means? I would say the strength of your opponent matters here because if they're like not strong and you're winning and you're making mistakes, I understand not really feeling like good about that win because you could be saying to yourself, "Well, my opponent was stronger, I would have lost," right? But if your opponent is strong and you're making mistakes and you're still winning, that means if you hadn't made those mistakes, we'd be beating them even harder. You'd be like godlike. But you, so it's when I'm winning and I'm making mistakes and I'm still winning, that's a good thing. That means I have area for growth. That means I can get stronger. Those are the areas that you can get better at. That's a good thing. That just means you can win harder in the future. I ain't working as work. You still work, but you win anyway. Yeah. If it's a strong opponent, like an opponent who's good, then like it just means you're that much better. You can afford to lose things and make mistakes and still win. That means you're like really godlike. It means you're really good. It's a plus on you. The only way you can feel bad is if like you're not like giving yourself credit for the win. All that matters is the win. It doesn't matter, unlike in baseball, how you play the game. All that matters is that you won. Nothing else matters. You could be dropping all your combos. You could be flubbing all kinds of shit. But did you win? Yeah. Did you win against a strong opponent? Yeah. Okay, then you won. Those other things you just fucked up means that you have air for growth. And maybe no. Here's where it might not feel so good. Well, maybe you're like, well, I want to fight stronger opponents, and if I did this versus them, I would lose. You're right, you would. And it just means you have area for growth. That's all it means. It means you're not there yet, but you'll get there. Just keep practicing and focus on those things that you noticed you were doing wrong. But yeah, I would challenge the idea of like you're not allowed to feel good about your win if you. Well, yeah, I'm necessarily saying that. I'm adding that to it, but you're allowed to feel good about your wins, regardless of how you got them. How do you develop healthy self-esteem after losing? That was another question that was asked. A win is a win. Yeah, it really boils down to you. A win's a win. Who cares how you got it? You won. You won. And let's say people say to you, all right, well, you won like a little bitch. That's some bullshit you won with. You wouldn't win that again with that. That's fake Tekken. That's fake Virtual Fighter. That's fake Street Fighter. That's not the real, pure version of the game. You're doing some bullshit. You don't deserve that win. You don't deserve to feel good about that win because you didn't do it honestly because you're a fucking liar. All right? But no, you won. And you look cute doing it. Exactly. Exactly. So you might say, all right, well, you know what? If this win is so illegitimate, this victory was so fake, so unreal, certainly you wouldn't be able to do it again, would you? Would you? Oh, you won again? And again? And even better than the first time? Really? Wow. And you're still fucking shit up? And you're still beating them and you're beating them harder? Oh my god. They must be livid. They must be so mad about you beating the fuck out of them looking all pretty and shit. Oh. The horror. The horror. The utter horror. Yeah, no. Don't. Fuck them. And if you have to for yourself, like, this is going to the second question here of this. This one here. This one here. I'm afraid to put the notepad on the screen. I don't want it to break everything. I'm afraid. Fear. Here it is. I'll put it here. Fuck. Okay, so that one is related to what you're saying right now. Same idea. If you're winning and you feel bad about it because you're making mistakes, it's kind of similar to this idea of like, you know, how do you develop a healthy self-esteem, especially after losing? Your self-esteem, self-worth, and self-value should not be attached to your performance. Say that again. Your self-esteem, self-value, and self-worth should not be attached to your performance. It's yours, you've earned it, it's always yours. And nothing you do in the game can give it to you. And no one can give it to you. It's yours, you have to give it to yourself. You don't have to earn it. You're imbued with it by simply the fact that you exist.